Hello and welcome back to AOTV. I'm your host, Brandon. And today we've got two of my favorite people with us today, and one is an Amway ABO and one is a millennial staff. So I'm really curious to hear about them, so let's introduce them. Could you please introduce yourselves?
Hi guys, this is Kyung-hee Bae and I'm working in sales department and I'm very happy to be here and thanks for having me.
I'm glad to have you.
My name is Seung-gi Kim, and I currently working in SNS and Bijinis, the name of MA Prince. I'm also my 7th year. I'm in sales in a flavor company, and I'm working in both jobs at the same time.
It's really exhausting to do two jobs at the same time. Is there enough compensation for that?
The upside of MA is that it gives fair compensations to hard efforts. And the work itself is not complicated or hard. So basically, anyone can do it.
Actually, they guarantee you fixed business system and income, but it won't be easy working double duty.
Yeah, I think having the right attitude when you start this business is more important than continuing the job at the moment. Anyone who can work steady and diligent can do it seriously. Even if you are not talented, all opportunities are open for who is steadfast and diligent and one who can work their job.
Yeah. You know, you're currently satisfied with your job, you're working harder than anyone, and even using Amway Prince as your name, which I'm actually a big fan of, I like it. But I heard you used to be against Amway.
One day my wife told me she wanted to start MA business. I was seriously against it. I remember I was a known hater for that. We fought a lot with my wife.
Well, it's not something really that you had to tell us about all the fights, but I'm really curious to hear how that story played out. Could you give us a little bit more of that information? How about you? How do you feel about it?
I know, I'm all ears.
Okay, at first, I had these obscure negative thoughts about MA. It was our 2nd year of our marriage when my wife told me she was going to start MA business. And I was thrown off guard by declaration. I still had a prejudice from our parents' generation.
Right.
So I opposed to it for a long time, really long time. I even joined the anti-MA cafe, neighbor cafe. Yeah, because I thought I could stop her only if I knew about the MA better. Now that I think about it from MA ABO's view, it was full of absurd stories. Most of them were often written by people just passing by MA, people who didn't know much and didn't know through the system.
So after reading all those stories, you finally got out of that position of being a hater. What was like the critical incident that sparked you to get out of that?
My wife used to work for a wine importing company as a shop manager, and she quit the job for pregnancy while I disagreeing to the business idea. She had to sit around doing nothing all day, and I think some type of depression came to her.
Yes, a change to working together, to quitting the job and not earning for the family can make you intimidated and feel like no use to others. It's a shame.
I also felt bad as a husband. I saw my wife's depression getting better by meeting nice people from MA, and my thoughts began to change. I spent some time with them on my wife's request.
Right.
On the spot, they are always saying, helping people, or how can we live the better life? So I thought, this is different from what I thought. Maybe I was stuck in my own box.
Yeah, it's really easy to have your preconceived notions on that, but it turned out to be a happy ending.
Happy ending, yeah. My heart was opening a bit, and that's when my wife started to make some money. Yeah. So I thought, wouldn't it be better to be a couple proprietor, and we started out like that.
Well, it's usually, you know, if you start, a husband and wife start working together, there's bound to be fights, right? Is that how it was with you?
I think there is ups than more. I think there is more ups than down to this. When I was the only working man in the house, I used to say, just spend money what I give you.
Yeah.
But when we started working together, we could consider what our goal was, what we should do this month together.
Yes, it's nice to see that you are focusing on the upside of working with family.
Yeah, I have to.
You know, they do say, happy wife, happy life. You know, I wonder if you were going and met your wife while she was working as a wine
Company,
at a wine company. Did you talk a little bit over wine?
Yeah, we were drinking just about everything.
Yeah.
We always evaluate and rate and talk about wine every we are drinking together.
Since you brought it up, and I want some wine right now.
Really? Why not? Well, I don't have it right now.
Is
really?
drinking possible doing this?
Anyway, Prince, you are a wine lover. We're gonna make sure that we can get you some wine, right? All right, bring it out. They said yes. So we've got the wine, we've got the glasses, we've got your blindfold, and today we've got 3 different wines. Got a Syrah, a Merlot, and a Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah.
How's my pronunciation of Sauvignon? Was it okay? Okay, good. I have no idea what French. Now, can you tell us a little bit about each of these? What they usually taste like?
Okay. First, Cabernet Sauvignon is usually used in Bordeaux or French. It has some woody notes and a full body and a heavy tannic. Wow. And malt is also used in generally Bordeaux too. So it has weaker than Cabernet Sauvignon and body and tannic notes. And Syrah has some spicy notes. Yeah, but not real spice.
You're really good at explaining these things.
Oh no, I never too.
Well, I'm sure you'll be able to figure them out right away.
Yes.
But what we're gonna do is we'll mix them up, of course, and we want you to be able to tell which one is the Merlot, which one is the Syrah, and which one is the Cabernet Sauvignon.
Yeah.
So, shall we get the blindfold on?
So I'm really excited to see this.
Actually, first time too.
I'm gonna mix them up.
Oh,
Can you see anything?
no, I can't see.
Nothing?
Yeah.
All right. You can't see, right? You're not peeking. No cheating. Ooh. I'll give you a hint. This is the first one.
Okay.
Smell. Okay, last one.
One.
That's enough hint. That's enough hint. Do a little of this one. Are you feeling a little nervous with your blindfold? I'm a little nervous too. Now, what we've got to do is we've got to make sure that we mix these up really well. So what I want you to do is spin around one time.
Nope.
Can you spin around one time?
You spin
Okay.
around.
And we'll make sure that we've got everything squared away. I'm gonna make sure you have enough in each of these. So let's try the first one and we'll see. We'll get you in your hands.
Wow.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right. You got an idea of what this one might be?
So I think maybe Syrah.
Oh my god.
Wow.
How did you know that? Yeah.
Well done. It's exactly the Syrah. If you can get all 3 of them right, I will give you from my own bank account 10만 원. Okay?
Okay. Can I drink some water?
Now you're getting serious because Shimanon is on the line.
Very big.
Let's try the next one.
It has some very light notes.
Before you answer, because Shimanon is on the line, remember what this one is. We're gonna try the last one, and then you're gonna tell us which one is which. Now this one is the last one. A little different? How's this one taste?
A little different, but some notes is similar to before one. So I
Similar
think
notes.
Second one is Cabernet Sauvignon.
Cabernet Sauvignon.
And last one is Merlot.
Amazing.
Very well done, but you can remove the blindfold. The first one you got right. Here's a
Zero,
zero.
zero.
Oh,
Now the second one though was actually this one, and it wasn't either of these. It was zero. It was. But to make it a little bit different, please bring out our special ingredients.
oh my God.
Was a little bit of grape juice in that one. So can you guess what was in the third one? It was Syrah plus a special ingredient. But the amazing thing was that you said that they all had the same notes. We're sorry that we tricked you a little bit, but we hope you had fun.
Thank you.
So like we said, everybody was really impressed with your tasting abilities there. Could you show us a little bit of what you do when you were doing that? You swished it around in your mouth?
Actually, the first tip is for aeration because young wine is in the bottle. It's too young, so it's not be opened. So I'm doing some aeration with wine. And gargling means I want to feel like tonic and their body.
Got it.
So how many tannin feel in my mouth?
Could you show us how you did that? I think everybody wants to see that part again.
Okay.
So that's the aeration. That's the gargling to open up the tannin.
And sorry.
And then, of course, the most important part, drinking it, right?
Thank you,
Well, really, thank you for showing us that stuff. I think it's really cool. I think we should give a round of applause for that. Thank you. So you've been working at your business for a while now. Are you satisfied with where you're at right now, or do you have a bigger goal?
I'm working hard on my way to Emerald Pin. I hope to accomplish that next year.
Awesome.
And I'm going to set a specific plan and preparation for my way to the diamond.
Simon, I'm rooting for you.
Yeah. I want to get to diamond as fast as I can, and having MA as my all-time job is my goal.
Then why aren't you telling us that story?
What story?
When and why did you become the MA Prince?
Yes! We almost missed that. That's one of the best stories that we have to hear today.
Actually, there's nothing special really. When I had our group online meetings, so I just named myself MA Prince just for that. But everyone else loved it.
Yeah.
So I started using as my signature thing.
Yeah, but it really does. It seems to go well with your image and how hard you're working and everything.
I heard that you like Tony Stark from Iron Man, and if MA Prince gets old, what about MA Tony Stark?
That works.
I could use that. I'll keep it in mind.
Yeah. And why do you like Tony Stark?
Actually, my dream job used to be house potato. Doing what I want and living freely and comfortable. Tony Stark lives like that. Rather than the amount of money he makes, how he lives freely and expressing himself himself freely is what stand out to me most. I used to be a very timid person. Yeah,
Can't believe that. I'm seeing you now.
but starting MA, I changed a lot from naming myself MA Prince and trying to express myself to others.
I definitely think you did change in a good way. We've seen lots of smiles. You're having a lot of fun today. Do you have something that you'd add to that as an employee?
Oh, well, originally I used to be a timid person too, but after I joined MA, I changed it into an extrovert.
It does bring out the extroverts and the expressive nature of this business in us employees too, because we see the leaders going out and being that expressive and changing to from when they start the business to becoming SP or platinum and having a lot more fun and doing a lot of things. There are a couple bugs here. We saw it earlier. I think that it probably helps in your other job as well with sales, right?
It actually does. Before, when I got the order from my company, I used to have tons of thoughts inside my head for communication with my customers.
When you have a lot on your mind, you tend to back up, right?
Yes, now I try to do what I want to do regardless of what others think. I try to express myself as who I really am.
Yeah, it definitely seems like Amway has that business opportunity has changed a lot of aspects of your life. The relationship with your wife, your job, and your full-time regular job, and the plan for the future as well. It's really a cool thing to hear about and see that change.
Yes, I like the way I'm feeling and the way I'm living my life right now. Doing what I want to approaching freedom. It's a once in a lifetime opportunity that a typical man like me doing SNS with nickname Prince.
Yes, my favorite part.
and doing an interview like this. My level of life has gone up since some of my dreams came true.
Wow.
Working together with your wife also must have contributed to your increased quality of life. If you rate your marriage, what would you give?
Super, really that's super. Working in MA together and sharing the same hobby must be the key points. After work, doing another job and raising kids. Actually, it's not easy, but nothing can compare to the happiness you can get from your family and your baby.
Is it your son or your daughter?
Daughter.
Daughter.
Yeah.
Oh, even more so as a dad.
It's just pure joy. Actually, she is my everything. Oh, of course, my wife too. I love you.
Yes. It would be super cute. Maybe with the whole Tony Stark thing later, she'll tell you, "Daddy, I love you 3,000," right?
Yeah, right.
But even our faces, have just completely lit up hearing that story, and it really happy to have those types of stories happen because of all the work that we're all putting in together and being able to hear how that's impacted not just your life, your wife's life, but now your daughter's life as well. And that's cool. What about your hobbies though? Like, do you have golf, surfing, scuba diving, cooking? Do you like hip hop?
Hip hop? Are you going to show us today?
After the vinyl.
Yes, well, we heard, that you like Aquaman, aka from Benzino, and we heard that you might be pretty good at doing that, right? Could you do us a favor and give us a little verse?
어항 속에 갇힌 고기들보다 어쩌면 내가 좀 더 멍청할지 몰라. 너가 먹이처럼 던진 문자 몇 통과 너의 부재중 전화는 날 헷갈리게 하지. 너의 미모와 옷 입는 스타일로 밀어보았을 때 너의 어장의 크기는 수족관의 스케일. 계속해요? 난 속을 항해하는 나는 아까맨. Hey oh, hey oh, I'm only in the giving side of you. 너란 어장은 너무 깜깜해.
You really really good at rapping.
Thank you.
I know. I thought we were at a concert.
Yes.
It was really cool.
It's a little shame.
You did great though.
Thank you.
So how did you become interested in hip hop?
I came across hip hop in middle school. I feel free and fluttering when I hear it.
Yeah.
Actually, I something felt stifled working, wearing suits, shirts, and ties. But when I listen to hip hop, I feel momentarily free.
We had a ton of fun today with you. And we got to smell some wine, listen to some rap, and it's all thanks to you. So thank you for coming. And how did you feel being on the show today?
It was my first time doing an interview like this, working MA. I'm beginning to know that I'm more of a 관종 than I thought I was.
Well, only Kwanjong survive in this world these days.
Yes, right.
We have one more question for you, actually. When you think of Amway, what is Amway to you?
For me, MA is similar to hip hop. MA always gives me a sense of freedom, delight, and hope, especially in this day, COVID-19.
Right.
Many young guys may feel insecure in the future, but MA's system rewards and plans remove such worries. My family already has planned for future, and I have no doubt that my dreams will come true if I keep working with MA.
Yeah.
And MA will definitely help me become Tony Stark. Yeah.
Definitely. We'll be looking forward to seeing you go. Today has been so much fun. Again, thank you both for being on the show. Usually when we sign off, we go 1, 2, 3, AO, see you later.
AO,
You guys want to join me in ending the show? All right, on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. AO,
see you later.
So on today's episode of AOTV, there are 3 things to learn. First, all ears.
I know, I'm all ears.
As in, I'm all ears. Second, stuck.
I was stuck in my own box.
I was stuck in my own box. And lastly, I have a lot on my mind. When you have a lot on your mind, you tend to keep thinking, right? Keep studying hard, keep turning into AOTV, and keep doing your business well.
Pew, pew, pew.